I'm currently working on a video about the different video game subscriptions available in the market, and during my research, one subscription seemed quite interesting and also odd. The name of that subscription is GTA Plus, offered by Rockstar Games. I'll speak a bit more about why this subscription is odd in the episode about subscriptions, but looking at it got me thinking about how Rockstar Games maintains a special status in the industry. As seen recently during the reveal of the GTA 6 trailer, if Rockstar announces something, the entire gaming world stops what it's doing and pays attention. Rockstar releases games very rarely. They believe in bringing a game as close to perfection as possible before pushing it into the world. And very rarely do their games suffer from any of the issues that games by most other studios have at launch. The only exception was perhaps the launch of Grand Theft Auto Online in 2013, where there were a few bugs, but that was quickly forgiven because that was the first major online game released by Rockstar. Anyway, in this video, I wanted to talk a bit about how Rockstar Games operates and then compare it with another old pillar of the industry, Ubisoft Entertainment. This might seem a bit silly because Rockstar Games is considered to be among the very best companies in the industry, while Ubisoft is usually dismissed as a company that releases a lot of mediocre games. But it is no small task for a company like Ubisoft to survive for more than 35 years in the brutal video game market. So they must be doing something right, even if they may never hope to achieve the prestigious status of Rockstar. So let's see what we can find about these two companies. First, the two of them work in pretty much the same way. They each have a large number of subsidiary studios spread across the world, all united by the same brand. Some of these studios have earned their name. For example, Rockstar North, originally under the name of DMA Design, is famous for creating the Grand Theft Auto series. Rockstar San Diego is best known for creating the Red Dead franchise. Similarly, Ubisoft Montreal was the lead developer for many of Ubisoft's biggest hits, including the Prince of Persia Sands of Time trilogy and many titles in the Assassin's Creed and Far Cry franchises. Ubisoft Massive is best known for developing the Division series as well as the recent Avatar game. But it's important to note that both parent companies use multiple studios to support the development of each game. More notably, for the release of 2018's Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar formed a huge group consisting of all of its studios and they worked together. That is why no single studio is credited as the developer of that game. And it's very likely that the upcoming GTA 6 will also be the same case. Ubisoft's biggest releases like Assassin's Creed Valhalla can have more than a dozen studios working on the same game to support the massive scale and content in those games. So the way these companies work is more or less similar. However, their output is surprisingly different. Rockstar Games, the company that has all these subsidiaries, has only managed to release 2 new titles in the last 10 years and a handful of remasters and mobile editions. Their biggest hit, of course, is GTA 5, or more precisely, GTA Online, which has received a lot of updates in the last 10 years, and it has released across 3 console generations and is still going strong. Red Dead Redemption 2 had a great single-player campaign, but the online component didn't manage to capture the same level of success as GTA Online. So it made sense for Rockstar to focus on updating GTA Online while simultaneously working on GTA 6. And just like that, 10 years passed with the new game still a full year away from release. On the other hand, since GTA 5 was launched, Ubisoft has had hundreds of releases, including a lot of remasters, remakes and re-releases. But they have built up loyal audiences for multiple franchises, including Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Tom Clancy's The Division, The Crew, Just Dance, Anno, and I have definitely missed something else as well. The first thing to point out is that none of these franchises have individually sold more than GTA 5 alone. None of them were as highly rated as GTA 5 either. But let's say you didn't really like GTA 5. The entire premise of most games published by Rockstar is that they let you be a criminal, doing things that most of us wouldn't dare to try in the real world. And while that appeals to a more younger audience who are usually restricted by a lot of rules in their daily lives, for a more mature audience, the Rockstar formula quickly gets old. And that's where Ubisoft succeeds in filling the gap. It offers a variety of games to its consumers. Since September 2023, Ubisoft has released at least one new game each month, and all of them offer different experiences compared to each other. First, we had the Crew Motorfest, a racing game. Then came Assassin's Creed Mirage, an action game that also acts as a history simulator. October also saw the release of Just Dance 2024, a party game. In November, there was Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. Technically the same genre as AC Mirage, but the main difference here is that this was a first-person game in VR, which is significantly different from the core AC games. In December, we got Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, a sci-fi fantasy game set in the world of the Avatar movies. In January, we're getting Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. It is also an action game like Assassin's Creed, but presented in a 2D 2.5D perspective. Looking forward, in February, we will hopefully see the launch of Skull and Bones, a piracy simulator. So that's 7 months of continuous releases across a wide variety of genres. None of them will be as successful as GTA 5. But if you're the sort of gamer who likes having different experiences instead of playing the same game all the time, Ubisoft is definitely the company to root for. I didn't name this video as Rockstar Games versus Ubisoft Games because these companies are not in direct competition with each other. In fact, I believe no company is in competition with Rockstar. They are in a league of their own. But it's important that a company like Ubisoft exists because they are a 35-plus-year-old company still willing to experiment with their games, and occasionally they do deliver some surprises like Assassin's Creed Mirage and the upcoming Prince of Persia game, which has been getting great reviews. To sum up, these two companies follow opposite approaches to game development, and they have made it work for themselves. One company believes in taking their own sweet time to perfect a product and release it, even if it takes way too long compared to their peers. The other company believes in rapidly releasing products, learning from their mistakes, and improving in future releases. These two approaches are a great case study for anyone wishing to pursue game development, and there's a lot to learn from these two companies in general, which I wish to cover in detail in a future season. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.